Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Bowhunt or Die.
We hope everybody is feeling wonderful today. It is New Year's Day.
It's New Year's Day, it's the new year.
It is the new year.
What's your New Year's resolution?
I have a couple of them, actually. My main New Year's resolution is to finally get under 190 pounds. I've been hanging at like 195 for a while. I'd like to get to like 185. So that's my main goal for this year.
You're getting skinny. You look good.
That's my love handle, bro. I want to get rid of those. What's your resolution? I'll tell you, my deer hunting resolution is to kill a 150-inch deer.
150?
Or bigger, yeah. I want to actually try at it this year. The last couple of years,
that hasn't been a goal?
I mean, it's always a goal, but like it's a concerted effort this year. Like I would like to find one and try to kill it.
New Year's resolution.
That's my resolution. What about you?
I haven't thought about it yet.
What do you mean? This show is airing on New Year's Day.
I know, but I got a few days. I mean, when we film this to today, I had a few days.
Think about it. On the next show, then, I will make you tell your resolution.
Okay, I have one for sure, which we've already talked about, and that is we're looking for a new hunting area. We're out of here. We're moving somewhere else. You know that. That's going down. That's real.
Yeah, but that's kind of already half in motion anyways.
No, that was like the goal. No, that was my goal that I set for next year. Right, we're gone. We're moving on.
We're moving on.
We got to
go to a new spot.
Yep.
Our spots haven't produced the way we would like them to.
No, it's because our team members are better hunters than we are.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
We got to get away from them. We got to get away from the
rest of our guys. So other than firing them all, I mean, we got to find new spots. Unless we go steal theirs.
I like it. I like it. Well, guys, to kick off the new year, we've got an awesome episode coming at you today. We've got Tom Alford, who is one of the higher energy team members out there doing some crazy, I don't know what you'd call it, ground and pound action.
Ground and pound, baby.
Dude, it paid off for him in a big way. So let's stop talking. Let's jump into a makeshift homemade ground blind thing with Tommy and see what happens.
All right, well, today it is December 4th, and getting ready for the afternoon hunt here. Day before shotgun season. The Orange Army comes in tomorrow, so we got one last chance to get it done before they come in here and shoot some of our bucks and diminish the herd a little bit. But anyway, we're getting crazy today. We're going ground and pound. Last week, Jack and I got a little bit of extra time, so we went out and set up this little makeshift ground blind in the corner of a field, and it's just absolutely awesome. It's where the beans meet the little green food plot that we planted, that transitions and goes right into corn, and it's just awesome. Right now, the deer are getting back on that food. They're getting their bodies built back up. They've been chasing hard all rut, and rut is still kind of there a little bit. It's trickling a little bit. There's fawns that are going to pop eventually, so you never know what's going to happen, but I love this time of the year. I've waited a long time. I actually did not tag out early this year because I wanted to hunt this time. I love it. I like patterning deer. Love it. But anyway, taking a couple practice shots here. Make sure we're all dialed in. This is the stool that I'm going to sit on when I go to our little blind. And I'm hoping I've got a close encounter within 20 yards. Obviously, I'm not practicing at that far of a distance, but it's just nice to kind of go through the motions and make sure we're dialed in at close range, which I know we are because I practice a lot. Bingo, bango, bongo. I think I'm going to go with this one. Ready to go.
I just want to
gonna do is we're gonna go like super slow, like snail's pace on our way in here. It's nice and windy, so might be able to get away with a little bit more movement. The problem is I don't have a lot of access here, and it's just basically one tree line to get all the way back to where I'm going. And unfortunately, you know, now that the corn is picked, I can't hide in there and sneak in. So I'm gonna go real slow, like I said, snail's pace. We get the wind in our face, which is perfect. We're gonna get down through there, and then we've got a little trail kind of cleared to sneak down in and get to the ground blind. So that should make it nice and quiet by the time we get real close. So the other thing is too, I gotta keep an eye out. I'm gonna be looking up on that hill to see if any of those deer are bedded up on that hill, because what it is, it's a big south-facing hillside, and they love to stay up there, especially when it's warm. So that's the other reason I you know, they got their eyes on me, so we got to go slow. But anyway, let's go. Well, we're about the halfway point. This is another one of these little food plots that Jack and I planted when we were out here. A little strip, not a lot, but it stays green really long, and I think the deer really like it. You can see they're kind of nipping the tops off a little bit. Some of them have turnips, some of them don't, so kind of neat. But hey, the more food you can put in the ground, the better. Especially when it comes to this time of the year. You're wishing you had food right now. That's where they're at. So, this is that little trail that Jack and I cleared. Sneak right down in there. We're gonna go straight to the blind. It's about 40 yards away. Let's go. Well, this hat is about the coolest thing I've ever come up with. It's also one of the most invasive Phragmite hats. But just so everybody knows, these Phragmites came from this property, just like right behind me. So I'm not spreading anything. I'm sitting on a field that is sprayed in Roundup every year, so I'm sure we'll be just fine. But anyway, I gotta blend in. So we gotta use the crazy awesome Phragmite hat. I don't want my head to stick out, but I love my setup. I think it's awesome. Let's just hope it works. It should. If I pull this off, it's going to be an absolute miracle. On the ground, up close and personal. And the other thing too, while on the ground, is like these deer are on a rise. So they're actually like, they have even more of an advantage on me. All they gotta do is look down and I'm like right here. I didn't realize that. I'm kind of shooting up at them. Just to make it even that much more challenging. But what the heck? Let's try to have some fun and kill one of these. Well, it's getting to be about 3:15. Anything could happen at any time right about now. But basically what I'm doing is I'm laying on the ground. I'm afraid to get up from above this blind because what happens is these deer come down and they stand in the wood line. They just watch, you know, to make sure the coast is clear. And I feel like if I'm up higher than this blind, there's a real good chance they're gonna pick me off. So I've got all these little windows and holes. If you look here, that's my little hole. There's another entrance to the field that comes out on that side. That's where they enter for the corn. And then for the beans, it's right in front of me. There. There. I just smashed the Big Ten. 15 yards on the ground. I didn't get a lot of penetration though. It scares me a little bit. But I think we're good. Oh my gosh. I think I might have heard him go down right here. I heard a big smash. I can't believe that happened on the ground right here. Oh my gosh, he was feeding in the food plot that Jack and I built, that we planted on the ground right here. Oh boy. That doe came out, and I heard a grunt, and he was standing right underneath my tree stand right here. And she just came out. She walked right by, it worked out perfect, and he was following her, and he was coming right here. Oh my gosh, I gotta look and see what I did. All right, well, watch the footage back in slow motion. You know, I'm right there. I'm slightly, maybe on the high side a little bit, but I'm actually on this side and the camera's on this side, so I think I drove it right into that far side shoulder, and I almost think I'm positive I heard him crash right here. I mean, whatever he hit hard, like he wasn't able to maneuver away from it, because it was just a bam. So I'm gonna pack up, collect my thoughts, get back to the truck. I'm in no rush right now. Of course, I do have hockey practice tonight, but we'll figure that out later. So we're gonna get out, we're gonna pack up, we'll check back with you.
Okay, well, we are back. Just got done with some hockey practice and some dryland training, and I wanted to get the main man. He's going to be running the camera. So this deer we just figured out is pretty special. So a couple weeks ago, Jack and I were hunting. He was up to bat, and we had a decoy out and almost rattled this buck in. We rattled him into like 50 yards. Actually, about 45 yards.
And he just bolted off the other direction.
He bolted off, and then he came back later during the nighttime. It was kind of cool. Like this, I've never used a decoy in a long time, and so the buck I shot tonight is the one that we had the encounter with. So this is like it's like a combo.
Yeah.
So we're excited to be here together, and so here's what we're gonna do. We are going to go over to the blind. I'm going to show you guys what we made and what we created.
Trail.
And then we got a little trail cut in there.
I made.
Which Jack made. And then we're going to go to impact, and then we're going to start picking up blood. So let's do this. Let's go. Ready?
I'm ready.
Get your flashlight?
No. But I will have one.
All right, let's go.
Let's go. So this is a trail that I made. It takes us right to the little ground blind, so we don't have to walk all the way around and get so we don't get spotted. So here we go. Oh, God, and then we are here. So this is the duck blind, we like to call it. We got a fence, and we just stuck all this, whatever they call it, and a bunch of brush. And so it looks really, really natural. They can't see us if we're like down here low. And this is where the buck came out, right over there. And just I got a perfect shot off. Well, not perfect, but I got a shot off, and yeah.
All right, so right here is where he was standing, which is about, I'd say 15 yards I shot him in. So we're gonna start looking for blood right here. I know where he exited the field, so we're just gonna kind of move relatively quickly to get there. I didn't see any blood pouring out of him when he took off, but I know he's hit pretty good, so let's just pick up the trail. All right, so another really cool part about this story is this is like actually where Jack and I planted a bunch of that antler king, and he took a few bites out of it before he made his way down to me. But anyway, back to the blood. The deer left with the arrow. I believe it's in his offside shoulder, so we don't have the arrow to examine right now. Where's the arrow? Kind of hard to tell. Didn't get a ton of penetration, but probably got about 6 or 7 inches, which is enough. The top of that cavity is a lot smaller than the rest of the body, so to get both lungs, this is a very shallow depth really to get in there, but we've got blood, we've got a direction. All right, so we're not getting a ton of blood, to be honest with you, but got one of these, so we're gonna try this. Helps to turn it on, I guess, right?
BBD?
Oh, baby.
BBD?
Dude, I can see him right there.
You can?
I can see his rack and everything.
Really?
Yeah. BBD, baby. Dude, he's right here. He's right here.
Oh, yeah!
High five, buddy.
Let's go!
Sweet.
Yes! Oh, yes!
Check him out. Oh, the big 10. She's got another point in there.
It's got 11. Oh.
What a stud. He broke his tine, but that's all right. The plan came together for the big giant 10. What more could you ask for?
Oh, gosh.
Tag teamed, probably had 3 or 4 different encounters with this deer all year. Just an absolute stud of a deer. I don't think he was, we gave him probably 4 or 5 hours and we didn't need it. He's stiff, bleeding out his nose, double lung. Hit him right there. Awesome. Boom, chakalaka. Oh, I can't believe I'm tagged out. Well, now it's your turn the rest of the year, buddy.
Yeah, bud.
Yeah, we've got to do some doe management at one of our other properties, and we still have Wisconsin, so gosh, he's got awesome mass. He's a stud. Well, we yanked him out. We got him into the field here, and I cannot believe this deer. I mean, just the more I look at him, the bigger he gets. He's just an absolute stud of a buck. Just tons of mass, lots of character, big heavy 10-pointer. You know, you can tell he's a fighter. He busted his beam off here. I would like to see who he's fighting, but I tell you what, hunting on the ground is like one of the coolest things you could possibly ever do for whitetails with a bow and arrow. It does not get any better than that. The rush that you get at being eye level with these things. I mean, I made the move on this deer to come into this little corner and shot him at 15 yards on the ground with not a ground blind, just a little makeshift bunch of brush, and I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it actually worked. And put a real good shot on him, double lunged him. He ran 60 yards and fell over right here, but boy, I tell you what, it's bittersweet a little bit because this is the end of my Illinois season. As far as my season, but I get to spend the rest of it hunting with Jack. You know what? He's been hunting hard this year, and we actually had an opportunity at this buck a couple weeks ago. We rattled him into a decoy, and he got to like 40 yards, but he wouldn't quite commit. But anyway, I'm super excited. This is just an awesome year, one of my best seasons I've ever had, one of my biggest bucks I've probably ever killed, and he's just absolutely awesome, and super thankful. Bow hunt or die, baby.
We stink.
I feel like I don't stink that bad. I mean,
No.
stink, or I'm just a bad
Okay,
hunter.
we stink at hunting.
We both killed 2 bucks this year.
I
What the
know,
heck,
but
man?
this,
You're too
Tommy-
hard on us.
No, we're not. We gotta keep raising the bar. But listen, that was cool.
That was
That was cool. I mean,
Super
if anyone's gonna get an award this year in June at our annual get together, I mean, Tom Alford had one incredible year. Dude, he wore us all out.
Yeah, I mean, to go
Where's
out. He went
Clinton?
out.
Where's Clinton? Whatever happened to Clinton?
Oh,
Is he on the
Foss.
team still?
Foss is out there. He's trying, man. He saw a shooter buck the other night, but couldn't get a shot at him.
All right, well, let's focus
One of his
on
management deer, he calls them.
Tommy's hunt right now. I mean, come on, to be able to have that experience first with Jack,
Yeah.
to then be able to come back and keep Jack in the loop, have him help out. They planted that food plot. I remember them planting the food
And it's a
plot
small food
earlier.
plot. I mean, it's like
Doesn't matter.
50 yards. No, that's what I'm saying. It's like 50 yards by 10 yards wide. It's not much, but it was put there for a very specific reason, which was we need the deer to come through here. We need to give the deer a reason to come through here. And as you saw, that buck literally stopped right there and did exactly what he wanted him to do, which was take a couple bites out of the food plot before moving forward. You know, I'm sure the shot police are all going to be chiming in again on there, like, whatever. I mean, the shot was just a touch high in the cavity, and I
perfect
think
to me.
Tommy mentioned it. You know, at the top of that chest cavity, it gets real narrow up there, and you don't need much to get through both lungs. That deer only made it 100 yards. You saw the blood coming out of his mouth. It was a double lung shot, and no, he didn't pass through and the arrow didn't make it to the next county, but it doesn't matter. Like, I don't understand people's obsession with this, like, you didn't get a pass through, so, you know, it was a bad shot. It's like the deer's dead in 100 yards. Why does it matter? I just don't get it. Like, is it cool? Yeah, my arrow blew through him and stuck in the ground 6 inches. Great, that's awesome. But at the end of the day, like, I only care that the deer's dead, and the deer's dead.
The deer is dead is an amazing animal, great buck. I mean, the fact that Tommy put the work in, we've said it year after year after year. I mean, if there's anything that you learned from watching Bow Hunt or Die, I hope what you do take with this is, dude, work pays off in the end. It doesn't matter what you're doing in life, right? Hard work pays off. And in this case here, they put the energy in, they built that killer ground blind, they did something different. You know, sometimes you go in and people are like, oh man, there's just not a tree. I gotta, you know, this isn't gonna work. Man, you make it work, and they made it work.
Yeah, and there was a tree. I mean, Tommy's got to stand not too far away, but the problem is, like, the wind just wasn't right for it. The deer are coming out on the wrong side of it, and it's like, when it's not right, it's just not right.
something
And you've
different.
got to do something else. So congratulations to Tommy. Heck of a way for him to end his Illinois season. Hopefully he can
awesome.
get Jack on a deer here before it's all said and done. So guys, next up, we're going to jump into trophy photos for this week's episode.
Hang on now, whoa, hit the
we're not
brakes
going
in.
to do trophy photos?
Well, it is New Year. It's the first of the new year, so
Is everybody going to win again or something?
no, not everyone's going to win
What
this
is
time
this?
around. Well, we got the end of the Trophy Doe contest here. Now, we don't have all the data in yet.
It's not
until
the
when
end
we're
of the
filming
year
this.
when we're filming this,
Right.
so we have to wait.
So don't worry, just because you're thinking like, oh, who's the winners? Who got the fattest one?
can
Did
tell you who
Todd
didn't
shoot
win.
one? Dude, what are you talking about? I still got time.
When?
What do you mean
You're going
when?
out of town for the holidays.
Don't worry.
You're out of town.
Don't worry. No, it's not. I'm not out of time. I get back on the 26th. I have the 27th, 28th, 29th, 30th, and the 31st. I have 5 days to be able to get you down.
You're not going to
That's all
have
that
to
matters.
do much to beat me because both my
How much
does
was your
are
weight? So I know. I want to know right now.
100 pounds.
Oh, 100 and 100?
100. No, the Wyoming one was like 85.
Oh, I'm not worried about that.
87.
What's the other one?
100. She was a
100.
little
No
doe.
problem.
She tasted
He's
delicious,
going
by the
down.
way.
That's my goal. It's simple. I'm telling you right now, 2 does are going to I'm going to shoot 2. There you go.
You haven't even shot one.
You want to do a bet? Chipotle bet. Come on.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
Chipotle-
baby.
Chipotle
We always bet on
lunch.
Chipotle, and I never lose these. There you go.
I wouldn't say never. All right, guys. Next up, trophy photos for this week's show. Let's take a look at them.
Brandon Prellberg,
Chad Allen,
Joe Rebstock,
John Obolski,
Paul Wilson.
Todd Grolski.
Hey guys, as always, these are some great trophies. And before we announce the winner, I can guarantee you one thing. Paul, you're not the winner. Paul, I'm just being straight up with you. Man, we love the fact that you're wearing our swag and you brought our sweatshirt, but man, you
Look at
can't.
that buck. Look at that cool double
You
throw
can't,
patch.
you can't think that the leverage and the power of wearing our gear in your backyard with your picnic tables is going to allow you to win this competition.
Yeah, if there's patio furniture in the photo, you're generally not going to win.
You're out.
General
Paul,
rule of thumb, just something to keep in mind.
You know, I wonder if people are starting to do this just because we bring more attention to them.
like purposely send
Yeah.
bad photos in.
I bet you
Like,
that's,
I want
we're
them to
going to get
talk
a new
about me.
round of bad photos. But who's winning? They're starting the new year off right with a
man.
prize pack from Hunter Specialties. Who is going to win this week?
I'm thinking Todd. What are you thinking?
You're in charge.
I'm in charge. Great. Todd Grolski from Wisconsin. Nice buck, nice photo. The one thing I'd like to see a little bit different on this image is don't like seeing the white of the belly.
Push
You
them
try,
up.
yeah, or just crop the photo a little bit or something, but you try to avoid the white. Like Paul did a great job posing his deer, but
Don't give him any more attention. The guy's in his backyard, dude. We could no.
all right, strike
Congratulations,
Paul.
Todd.
Congratulations to Todd. Make sure you get us your info. We'll get you your HS sent away and Buck Bomb prize package sent out to you. That's all we got. New Year's Day. It is a new
Lancaster
year.
Archery's classics coming. The
Oh, man.
ATA's coming.
ATA shows in a week.
We've got a ton of stuff happening.
And then after that, like 2 weeks after that is
you know what's
the
even more
Lancaster
freakier?
Classic.
It's not even Christmas when we're even filming this episode. I'm feeling stressed out. You feeling stressed out right now?
About what?
I don't know. I just feel like it's Christmas. It's the new year. I just said I was going to shoot
then
2
it's
doe.
ATA.
New Year's resolution stuff. Oh, whew.
There's just a lot
Feeling
going on
stressed.
right now. So we appreciate everybody
Christmas shopping's not done.
taking
Are you
time.
done?
No. Out of their busy schedule to watch Bow Hunt or Die. We'll see you guys next week. We got some more great bow hunting action coming your way, we think.
First, before we get dressed, we need to take a shower with our scent away body soap. Then, once I'm done with that, throw on a little bit of this. It's my reality.